That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
You give that much width and you are asking for trouble. That was so well timed, it flew over the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Crashed away to the boundary. What a shot to start with.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Perfectly timed. End of the over. Huge. 17 runs coming from it. India, 17 for none. Right arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. That's huge. That's a biggie. It is out of here. Absolutely smoked off the bat.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Got that away nicely.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot. Might look to go big again here.
Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6. 6 last ball. How will the bowler reply?
Smacks that away through the gap.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Two straight. It's just been helped on its way for a maximum. Fine shot there.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Nearly gets the edge. Ralph with a great delivery there. That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do other than watch the ball go all over the ground. The right arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end. That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. Add that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much.
Too much width and it gives a free swing of the arms through the line of the ball. It's been given the full treatment.
That's a big one. A maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
Somehow they need to stop the rot. That's 12 from 2, and someone is really looking in the mood at the moment.
Great shot through the gap. Fantastic running, turned 2 into 3 there. Oh, that's been heaved away and punished over the rope. That's a brute of a maximum.
Gets onto the front foot, and that shot is full of aggression, sent high and long over the rope.
Head over the ball, great shot. That's racing away.
That was a brilliant boundary. Really well timed, and now starting to get the runs ticking over.
Over India, 69 for none. Ralph from the north end. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Beats the outside edge, good bowling there. Great shot. Nice and compact on the front foot. Head was perfectly still.
Well, that was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
That's got a flight number attached to it. That ball has gone a long, long way.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that is stayed hit. Fantastic. Bowler needs to tighten up a bit.
No. Terrible shot. End of the over. India a 79 for none.
4 overs down, and the captain won't be too happy with his bowlers so far. It might just be time to mix things up a bit and bring in a 4th or a 5th change, just to try something different and hope their fortunes turn around.
Straight to the fielder. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Doesn't beat the infield.
Yep.
11 runs added there. India a 90 for none.
5 gone and the ball's been disappearing a lot. to and over the boundary so far, going at 12 plus and over. This chase is off to a fantastic start.
Huge. That has flown.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short and you're going to get punished. On this pitch. Too good. That is huge.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top and it just keeps going. Will it be 3 boundaries in a row?
Nice shot. It's straight to gully. There's a chance if it hits. Not too sure what they're appealing for here.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance. I have to head back to the pavilion.
Always nice to come into bat after the openers have had a good partnership. Gives you time to settle and gradually build. Shot.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
End of the over. 20 runs coming from it. India 110 for 1.
They need 1 to win.
Running.
Well, the end of a productive innings. Didn't quite ignite into fireworks as we would have hoped, but still solid work.
Massive appeal. Just been missing it.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. In the air and cover takes an easy catch. Oh wow, brilliant reactions and what a catch.
Well, was that a lazy shot or a good piece of bowling? And the field was set and they fell for it. Out for a duck.
And for that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Wow, that's missed the lot. Great shot. It was a good range to try, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
One of the easiest wins at this level of cricket you are likely to witness. A class above.
That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you enjoyed the match and join us again. Hello and welcome. We're here at the Sawai Man Singh Stadium. You join us for this 10-over match between India and New Zealand. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and joining me for what should be an exciting contest is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones.
Probably not a bad toss to lose. The decision is to bat first, but I reckon having a bowl on this pitch could be the smart decision.
Here we go with the first ball of the match. Nothing better than getting a match started and hearing the sound of leather on willow.
Ahmed coming in.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Massive outside edge. Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Crash! Beautiful bowling.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. End of the over, 4 runs coming off it. New Zealand are 4 for 1.
End of the first, not many runs off it. A good start by the bowlers.
The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the Garganash Temple end. Now then, what's this? They've gone up. I didn't hear or see anything. Big edge, where's that going?
Well, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Singh with a huge appeal. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though.
A little bit of wobble on that ball. It's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot though.
Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. 10 runs added in that over. New Zealand 14 for 1. Ahmed from the Van Vahar colony end. Thick edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. huge edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Beats the field with a great shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Got that away nicely. Nice shot, just a flick off the pads.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Cuts that off well in the infield. End of the over, 10 off it. New Zealand are 24 for 1. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Beats the cover fielder. Nice shot.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crushed away for 4.
Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though.
Such a disappointment. A lot of people here at the ground would have been looking forward to seeing this innings. As it is, they've got to walk back, barely troubling the scorers.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder.
Give him a warm welcome.
India with a massive shout.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Smacks that away through the gap. End of the over, New Zealand 33 for 3.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the Van Vahar colony end. Perfectly timed. Good pick up, big chance. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Great shot, through the gap. The bowler looks really confident. Was quick onto that in the infield. 7 runs added there. New Zealand 40 for 3.
These two enjoy batting together, and it shows. They've used the pace off the ball and bludgeoned it when needed.
Oh, great shot.
Right out of the textbook, off the middle, and it flew to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. It's a full toss and worked off the pads nicely. Could well be 4.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing that.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Now then, what's this? They've gone up. We didn't hear or see anything. Couldn't get it through the field. Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them. Bishnoi from the Van Vahar colony end. Punch down the ground, mid-off and mid-on in pursuit.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Perfect, right out of the middle and bludgeons that one to the boundary.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Edge, but it drops safely. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though. Power and precision in that shot.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
What a shot. He hit that one hard, no need to run.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over. Sharma, the left armour, is coming into the attack from the Garganash Temple end. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here, they like it. Lovely shot off the front foot. Deep extra cover has some work to do.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Gill, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Bang, bowled, just stunning bowling.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Perfectly timed.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot.
Drilled that one away.
Had a real flash at that one. Beautifully struck too.
End of the over, and what a beauty it was. Say what you want about the bowling, but you still have to hit them. Majestic batting. Parag, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the Van Vahar colony end. Straight to the fielder. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing. Race to the boundary. Delivery was poor, but it still needed to be put away. And what a lovely shot to bring up the 4.
Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over, New Zealand are 93 for 4. Final over in this innings, plenty of wickets in hand. It's going to need to be very accurate. Got to try and pitch it up into the toes. Onto that early, that could be 4.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease, just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Edged. They've gone up here. Oh, that's just outrageous.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
No, it's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Smacks that away through the gap. Great shot. Gets a hold of that and places it through square leg.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Great shot.
The half-century's in sight. More shots like that and they'll be well on their way to 100. That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
And that's the end of the innings. New Zealand have set a target of 107 runs.
Here we go. First ball.
Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Oh, wow. That is out of here. That could be out of the ground.
Follows up the first 6 with an even better strike. Impressive hitting display at the moment.
Having been hit for consecutive boundaries, really interested to see how they can bounce back with the next ball. That's got a flight number attached to it. That ball has gone a long, long way.
This is a brilliant show of power batting. Another 6, and the bowling tactics seem to be all wrong at the moment.
See you later. 24 in a row. Let's party some more. This is outstanding cricket.
Oh boy, 4 6s in a row. It's just proving too easy at the moment, and I feel like it might not be over just yet. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Good shot, a beauty.
Well, that was a slower ball, but didn't fool anyone. Got the timing just right. Beautiful shot.
That's the end of the over. Just magical batting. Nothing the bowler can do other than watch the ball go all over the ground. The new bowler is coming into the attack. And they've pulled it away, have they? Yes, they have. 6 maximums in a row for the over. Massive. That is massive. Jaiswal throwing this match on its head.
Might look to go big again here.
It sounded good. It sounded really good. That's a maximum. It's gone 12 deep into the crowd.
Well, that was a big hit. Incredible power, just incredible. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but still it goes for 6. Winds
up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Now then, what's this? They've gone up. Didn't hear or see anything.
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
Before that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Bang, sent back over the bowler's head. Mid-off and mid-on can only watch as that ball sails into the crowd.
Well, they've faced one ball, scored 6 runs. Can't be much more efficient than that.
Oh, that was met. There's an element of insanity the way that sounded. 2 biggies in a row.
This batter is brilliant off the back foot, transfers their weight back and pulls it away for a maximum.
That's a confident appeal. Oh, that's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle. Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
That was just a massive shot. Middled it, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. It's going a long way. What a shot.
That ball has been hit. It has flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Perfectly timed.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope. Top class innings, been playing very nicely out there and brings up the half century. You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. That's the big one, a maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's hit the broadcast truck.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that gnaw.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over. Ferguson from the Garganash Temple end. Oh, that's a great shot early on, wide of cover. And that'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary though.
How will he reply?
Wow, that's missed the lot. No, terrible shot. Wide of extra cover and away goes the ball to the boundary.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, round about off stump. That'll force a mistake. Goes over the top with that shot.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early and it was dispatched with a plum.
Boundaries are flowing. You need to find a dot ball or two just to slow things down again. Beats the outside edge of the bowling there. The big one, 12 runs out of there. India, 6-3.
4 overs down and the captain won't be too happy with his bowlers so far. It might just be time to mix things up a bit and bring in a 4th or a 5th change just to try something different and hope their fortunes turn around. That was one of the easiest wins at this level of cricket you will